Moving to Puyallup, Washington in 2024. Now, this is going to be a major thing because when you decide to move anywhere, it can be very tough. But luckily for you, I'm going to have the top 5 pros when considering to move in 2024. Now, the baby just woke up, so he's going to be accompanying us today because if I put him down anywhere else, he's not going to be having it, and you guys deserve some new information this year. My name is George Rodriguez with eXp Realty, and I'm a few moments today to be a realtor. In general, when it does come to real estate within Puyallup, overall, the entire encompassment is going to be of the HOA nature. Now, of course, with everyone, you either love or hate the HOAs. They do help provide a better and clean. Oh yeah, is that how we feeling? They do provide a better and cleaner area in terms of the communities within itself. Now, that can be a pro or a con if you do like having someone telling you how to live your life, like this guy. Getting lucky. There you go. It's almost got him. Hey, now we can get to the real structure between you and I. Gotta love having a good partner. Now, with this, we're going to have a $750,000 property that you'll be able to see in terms of what $700,000 is going to get you here in Puyallup. And this year, I'll be doing more of the showings for your viewing pleasure, so you can see it in person. Well, kind of in person. Right here, it's gonna be sitting at $750,000, 4-bed, 3-bath at 2858 square footage. Now, with a lot of the properties within Puyallup, when it comes to new construction, they are going to have more square footage. Now, with that, here is your stone veneer front with your 3-car garage. Okay, right here, this is gonna have your nice modern railing going up to your 2-story property. Most will be 2-story within Puyallup. Okay, you have a nice little fireplace going up here with some tile on the wall. Open concept. Looks like quartz kitchens with your cabinets here as well. Yeah, it's quartz. All right. Basically, this is what a lot of the properties, unless you get into the higher portions of price point, are really going to look. Now, Puyallup has a tendency to feel cookie cutter, but that's going to be up to you to make it more yourself, of making it more individualistic. Oh, is that a word? I don't know. But here is how it's flowing right here for you. Nice open. Real estate in Puyallup is going to offer you a lot of options if you're deciding to have a big family or even keep it small. Within a lot of the construction that is going to be in Puyallup, you're going to have a lot of 2-story properties that are going to give you the ability to, one, grow. But it does come at a downside because most of those properties are going to have a small square footage. Small square footage in terms of the lot, depending on if it's a newer construction or not. Now, another good reason for Puyallup is going to be the location on which you're going to be in. Now, of course, this is going to vary if you're going to be in the northern or the southern end, and I will explain that shortly. Now, the reason why this matters is because the northern end of Puyallup has a good ability to be able to get to 512, I-5, and 167 because you do have those options as I'm going to show you here. Let's take a look at the map and get a good reason why I say Puyallup is separated by 2 parts. Now, with Puyallup, what makes location good is if you're in the northern end, which has a little bit of the older real estate, the northern end of Puyallup is going to be able to go through 512 to 167, which 167, as you can see, will take you all the way to Seattle and Bellevue if you are going to be commuting to those locations. As well as if you're going to be in the northern end too and not South Hill, you have the quick access to be able to get to 512, which will easily transition to I-5 if you're going south, for example, to Joint Base Lewis McChord, or let's just say you're one of the people that work in Lacey or Olympia. And another good reason why Puyallup is getting even better when it comes to living in Pierce County is because, unfortunately, everyone knows that traffic is a problem in Puyallup because it is very dense. If you take a look, Meridian right here, with all these little jobs, not jobs, but little pop-ups. With Meridian right here, this is where it gets really packed in terms of the people that are traveling from the south and to the north. But of course, a lot of people like to take the opportunity to then go down to Canyon Road right here. And this is where, honestly, it's starting getting a little more packed, but they've taken the time to actually make it bigger, allowing for easy access for people going north and south. Now, with Canyon Road right here, they are making a big expressway by extending the lanes going all the way down to make a straight shot to I-5, which is going to be coming right across from Emerald Creek Casino. So you'll be taking that little back end right here where you'll end up to be able to get to I-5. So they're trying to make more ways to make, honestly, Pierce County more accessible to hit all portions of the expressways as well as the interstate as well. What is going to get better with time is going to be the accessibility that's going to improve within Puyallup, because as of right now, it is a little bit tight. But with that accessibility improving, you do have something to look forward to if you're going to consider living in Puyallup and making it your location to call home. Now we're going to have education. Now, of course, this is going to be good for you as well as your children, and I can speak from personal experience. I went to school in Pierce College in Puyallup and got my associates there, where I continued to transfer to Central Washington, where now I'm working on my master's. Hey, go me. Now, for that, you're going to have a good community college, to one that will allow you to easily transfer to anything within the state with keeping all of your credits, because one, it's accredited. But also for your children, Puyallup is going to be one of the better school districts within Pierce County overall, as well as the state of Washington also. So let's take a look at some statistics to give you some good reasons why it does back what they represent. Now, this is one of my favorite sites of all time to use when it comes to ranking schools and school districts for your children or yourself. Now, this is going to be from niche.com, and this is going to be ranked out of, for Puyallup School District in the entire country, 758. Of course, it'll be a total of 10,346 school districts. That's a fun fact for you if you didn't know that already. Well, I don't know if it's right, but you know what? I'm going to take it for what it's worth right now. Now in Washington, for schools for athletes, it's going to be 15th out of 238. For diversity, it's going to be 32 out of 247. And then in terms of the best school districts in Washington in general, it ranks 45th out of 247. And for teachers, if that's going to be within your wheelhouse, if you're teaching, it's going to be ranked 100 out of 253. And for districts with the best teachers, 107 out of 243. Now, if you're going to be comparing to the Seattle area, of course, you have the continuing statistics right here in the bottom. And then when it does compare to Pierce County in general, you do have these statistics as well. Now, it is nice to see that it does stack up. Now, you do have a good opportunity to, one, give yourself a good education, but also, as you can see, the Puyallup School District does provide a good education for your little ones as well. If Puyallup is becoming really close to being one of the locations that you are actually considering home, do not hesitate. My contact information is going to be down below, and I do my best, y'all try, to get back to everyone that does attempt to reach out. To continue on from location, another good reason is going to be the infrastructure that is being built within Puyallup to make it grow even more efficiently. Now, when it comes to new construction, it is going to continue to occur until they stop finding land. And honestly, I'm surprised they're still able to find land to continue to build within. The infrastructure that I'm speaking of is something in regard to the expansion of Canyon Road that's going to go all the way to making an expressway to I-5. Now, as for those that don't know, the expressway is going to expand the lanes. That's going to eliminate more of the traffic that is occurring after you pass 512 going through Canyon Road. The biggest thing and challenge that is going to be within Puyallup is getting to I-5. To get to I-5, typically you're going to have to go through 512 and take yourself to I-5, which adds even more time to your commute for those that are traveling up north. But now with the infrastructure that they're making and putting forward, the estimated completion date is going to be in 2027. But as you know, if you're not from here, they give you dates when they think they're going to be finished with some traffic stuff or making roads better. It only adds time, okay? But regardless, they are having the initiative to make a better expressway to transition yourself to I-5, which will make Puyallup even more desirable with the commuting aspect getting better. Probably the best reason to live in Puyallup is that you don't really have to leave the area to get anything you need. Now, of course, that can't be said for other locations within probably where you live or somewhere else. But you don't have to leave the area to get something. They have all the big box stores that you could possibly need. They have Target, so you can try and find your Stanley Cup. Good luck finding one of those. Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco. They got the mall down here. They got Walmart. If you go there. Now, I could be missing some other things, but of course, that's probably all the stores that I personally need. Now, for you, it may be a little different, but of course, they have a bunch of those all the way down Meridian to actually satisfy whatever need you may possibly have. And to continue on, they have Good Samaritan Hospital here in downtown Puyallup. So you do have that opportunity as well if you do need some good healthcare within the area, where you don't have to travel to Tacoma to the next nearest major hospital here in the area. Now, of course, the amenities don't end. Once a year, you're going to be able to travel to the Washington State Fair, where the biggest fair in the entire state, and honestly, one of the biggest in the entire country, is going to be in your neighborhood every single time. So good luck traveling to the north end around that time, because it's going to be kind of busy, okay? But you get used to it after a while because it's going to be there every single year. Living within Puyallup is something that I have done personally and for a few years, so it gives me a couple little ideas of experiences to explain how I feel about it. Now, everyone does have their opinions, and of course, that opinion can be expressed within the comment section down below. So don't hesitate. Everyone does, give their opinion, and I do my best to reply every single time. I usually do. But if you're looking to buy or sell real estate here in the state of Washington, my name is George Rodriguez. Don't forget to contact me down below, and you have a good day.